Welcome to Blackfeather Guild. Before we go in and say hi to the cast and get started with the show, I wanted to talk very briefly about viewer actions and a little bit about sponsors. So first off, there's a number of ways that you can actually actively participate in the show through viewer actions. One of the easiest ways to do so is through retweeting the game tweet. You should see that somewhere in chat if it's not in there already. But you just click on that link and hit retweet, and for every 5 retweets that we get on that, it will add a bonus to the cast pool and the game master pool. Now, in most cases, that's going to be an extra d6 that they can add on to any roll. Basically, a great way to use that is if a player is almost meeting a DC, but they're just not quite there, they can grab one of those d6s from the cast pool, roll that, and then add that to their roll. Basically, is how that works. Same with the GM. So that's one of the easiest ways that you can participate that way. Another way is through guild coins. That's our Twitch channel points. If you look at the rainbow colored icon, it should have the Blackfeather Guild crest on it. It should be right below your Twitch chat box. If you click on that, it'll show you all the different things that you can get with those. The biggest one being plot points. Now plot points, you can see an example right over here. They all work pretty much the same way. It's just a matter of how big of an impact they have. So for the example, when we've got 2 plot points, the player of your choice gets something moderately helpful or unhelpful. Enter any suggestions for the GM into chat, or you can have the GM come up with something entirely on their own. So just choose if you want it to be helpful or unhelpful to the party, and that's kind of how you can use them. You can throw in your own suggestions as well. How those work: 1 plot point is something trivially helpful or unhelpful. 2 is moderately, 3 is very, and 4 is very to the entire party. So if you want to do something to help the entire party or really throw a monkey wrench in their plans, 4 plot points will do that. So that's guild coins. And then finally, we've got donations. So if you want to help out with keeping the lights on in the place, so to speak, there's a number of ways that you can financially contribute. One of those being coffee.com/Raven or raven.rocks. You can see both of those examples down there at the bottom. Those are the addresses to do direct donations. You can also do Twitch subscriptions or bits. Those work the same way. And then finally, Patreon. We've got a Patreon, which you should see in chat here any second if it's not there already. And our Bard tier patrons and higher get credits towards viewer actions every month that they can use on any show that they would like. You just have to let us know in chat how you want to spend those, and then we'll hand those out. So some very cool stuff. Before we hop over to see the cast, one last thing to mention is a couple things on this chart here. We've already covered the D6 and the plot points, but the triple crits, what that means is you can gift auto critical successes. And you can, it's triple because you get 3. You can divvy those out however you'd like. You can do 2 to the cast, 1 to the game master, all of them to the game master, however you want to do it. So they work much like the D6s. The cast members just grab that when they're available and they really need them and use them. So it's pretty cool. And then finally, the last one, introduce an ally or enemy NPC. Just give us a brief description of what you want this character to look like, kind of their character concept and a name, and let us know if you want it to be an enemy or an ally to the party, and the GM will basically take that and run with it. So really cool ways that you can participate. Lastly, I just want to take a quick moment to mention our sponsors. If you look at the logos down below, that's who's sponsoring this episode, and we'll talk a little bit about that before we introduce everybody as well on the next scene. So yeah, check all this stuff out, and thank them for supporting us, and thank you for being here and watching. Let's go say hi to the cast. And hello, and thank you, Cast Me, for that introduction. We're back with the penultimate episode of Animus, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's Vanessa's birthday, so we're also celebrating that, and we're already just being very silly. So it's going to be a fun night. Before we jump into all the action and everything, real quick to follow up with what Past Me said. There is the game tweet, so every 5 retweets on that gets a d6 to myself and to the cast to use on any role that they would like or I would like. And then I mentioned sponsors. You'll find our sponsors there in chat. Fundamental RPG, which is the system that we're running for this game, and Grinding Coffee Company. Go to grindingcoffee.co, use the code RAVBYN, you get 13% off your order, and it's freaking good coffee. So, with all of that out of the way, let's go around and introduce everyone. Start with Jay. Tell us a little bit about Sparky and yourself. And I was going to say what your character was up to last week, but I actually know that answer.
We'll get to that. I don't, so that's concerning. I'm Jay. I GM here on the Black Feather Guild on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and I'm also in the game on Tuesdays. It's at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Otherwise, I'm playing Sparky, who is best described as a ferret and a chihuahua, with as much paranoia dashed on top. Sparky wears jumpers and jumpsuits and things like that for the most part, as garish as possible and as neon as possible, and they have pink hair.
Yeah. Fantastic. Next, we've got Vanessa. Happy birthday, Vanessa. And tell us a little bit about yourself and Annie and what Annie was up to last week.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Vanessa. I am 1/3 of the Canadian crew of this group. I am primarily a traditional artist. I work in watercolor and pencil sketch. And I will pop my links in the chat if you want to check out my art and maybe get a character drawn. Yes, it is my birthday, and please don't be alarmed if I miss some cues. As for Annie, she is I don't know, she's kind of a cinnamon roll, I guess, now that she doesn't quite know who she is. But she's tall, she's got pink hair as well, she's got space buns that change from time to time depending on how she's feeling. If you're unsure what Annie is feeling, you can usually tell by her hairstyles, so that's pretty fun. But last week, I don't remember how we ended off, but I do remember that last week she did hear Daisy scream, and she was kind of first on the scene to figure out that they had the intruder. And she and was it Android? I believe Android went and figured it out. So
Yeah.
I believe, where did we end? I know that we captured our intruder. Was there anything else beyond that?
That was pretty much the end of the episode. The end of the episode was everybody sort of going off to do their own thing, and the doctor talking to the captive.
Yes, right. So Annie was on the ship when all that happened. So she had a front row seat to all that stuff. But yeah, that's where she ended.
All right. And then next we've got Alex. Tell us a little bit about yourself and Guy/Seattle, and what were they up to last week?
Yo, I'm Alex. I'm a digital artist. You can find me around on Twitter, Agent Boss. I'm planning on sorry. It's gonna be an interesting night. I'm okay, I need to not look at the chat right now.
Sorry, Alex.
I'm playing Guy/Seattle. He's an older, like 56-ish, gay trans man, who, after having a wonderful date weekend, and managing to fix their shuttle up, got called back to say there's an intruder that he promptly threatened with a knife to the kidneys of, and now they have a new crew member. So last I left off with him, he was just leaving Daisy's room after like rubbing her back as she cried herself to sleep.
Yeah, that's fun. Next we've got Riley. Tell us a little bit about yourself and Lagu and what they were up to last week.
So I'm Riley. I knit and crochet things and design things and teach people how to do that. So I'll put my website out in the chat. I play Lagu. Lagu is tall, has a masculine build, a bald head. Last episode they wear very plain clothes, just very bland, utilitarian. I probably shouldn't use longer words than like 5 letters right now, but last episode they watched as Rip got frustrated that the retriever failed their mission and threw his burner tablet into the trash. So then Lagu grabbed that and sent it over to Daisy and Annie to figure out if anything important was on it. But for the most part, when they got to the ship and realized that like there was blood everywhere and like a random pile of clothes, and they were just like, oh hey, is Sparky here? And when Android said no, they're like, okay, not my problem, see ya. So yeah, that's what they were doing last time.
All right. And then last but not least, Lisa, what was Android up to? Tell us a little about yourself and Android.
I legit don't remember what Android was up to.
All right. Well, tell us a little about yourself and Android, and then I'll fill in the gaps.
I'm Goody, and I'm just here. I play Android, who's captain of the ship, and also, well, an android. And I'm also a covert murder bot. So do with that what you will.
Fantastic. I'm Raven. I play the GM, obviously, but I also specifically play one NPC in particular, which is Daisy, who's also part of the crew. She also has pink hair at the moment, and she's basically like a young hacker type character, essentially. But she's been acting kind of weird around everybody lately. And I mentioned last week that all of her reactions in that episode were very important and important things to pay attention to. With that, touching a bit on where Sparky was off on their own, following up on some leads about whatever it is that Jay would like those leads to be about. So whatever you'd like to have Sparky working on, that's where Sparky was, and you'll get some information on whatever topic it is that you would like. Essentially doing the D&D equivalent of letting you take 20 on an investigation, essentially. Since you weren't able to be here last week, just have you spend that entire time working on that so you just auto-succeed, essentially.
I will think on that, and I will let you know.
All right. And then Android was helping Annie track down the intruder. Were a bit intimidating. Also did some stabby stab and got shot. So I imagine you're probably doing like self-repair and diagnostic type stuff at the moment. Yeah, I think that catches us up on everything that was happening. So I'm gonna say it's the next day after that. So you had a chance to clean up the blood, patch yourselves up. Everybody, if you were down health, then you're back up at full health. Also, you should all be at level 10 now. Sorry, Jerry, I think I forgot to mention that.
Oh no, you did.
Okay, good.
Slipped my mind.
Fortunately, with this being fun.
I'm sorry, did you say level 10?
Yeah, level 10.
Oh my god.
Oopsie. Hey, Lisa.
Yeah. I mean, same.
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 Yeah. Fortunately, though, with it being fundamental RPG, leveling up is very easy. It's just a handful of points that you have to put, or things that you have to put points into. So feel free to do that while we're talking.
You just gotta find the right fundamental RPG PDF.
Second edition.
Yeah, second edition. Should say second edition playtest.
If you can't find it,
God
give me a shout.
damn
I'll
it.
find it.
Hold on. Pretty sure I had it. Where is
So
it?
you've had time to clean up the blood, patch yourselves up. You should be at full health. Has anybody gone to check in on the retriever that's locked up in the infirmary over the course of the evening?
So Sparky, at the end of last episode, ended up on the ship, correct?
I would say so.
Yes.
Okay. With because Lagu's basically just trying to make sure Sparky's safe. So with Sparky, because Sparky was saying that they would notify Lagu, would Sparky have actually notified Lagu when they were in a new area?
For this particular one, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. That's I'm gonna get a talking to.
So Lagu, yeah. So I guess no. To answer your original question, Raven, not Lagu.
Okay. Just replying to some plotting and possible scheming that was messaged to me. Sorry about that. Okay. Anybody else? Does anybody else go check on the retriever or the doctor?
Guy makes sure that like a serving of dinner is like brought to the retriever.
Okay. As you head in there, let's do a. You can do perception or gut feeling. They will give you different information, but go ahead and just choose one or the other.
Let me see which one's higher. Where's perception under?
Or did I say perception? I meant sight. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So I was like, I don't see one. Okay, I'm gonna do sight then. $25.
Okay. As you step into the infirmary, there's the doctor who was seemed to be talking to the prisoner. Sort of quickly moves on to something else. Not necessarily that they were suspicious. It's just take note that as soon as the door opens, they end what they were doing with the prisoner and go on to something else.
Okay, doctor's being weird, but
and they just sort of look over at you and go, "Oh, everything okay? Can I help you?"
guy's just like food for this guy. Who points to the guy in the cell. Guy's heading over like they expect to be. He expects to be like let in enough to put the stitching.
Okay. The doctor just looks like, "Oh, certainly. I suppose that is something that he would need as food. Should have thought of that. Well, anyways, yeah, go right ahead. Don't worry about me."
Guy is just like, "You okay, doc?"
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just, as always, very distracted. I've got lots of data to go over, things to read, and still trying to crack those encrypted notes of mine.
Having any luck?
Not terribly so. Give me a
Want
gut
me to
feeling
click?
check on that, by the way.
Pardon?
Give me a gut feeling check on that.
19.
He seems distracted as he's telling you this. Like he's probably thinking about 4 different things at the same time. But they just look at you and go, no, not a ton of luck, no. I really
You want me to
am
give a
not-
crack at it?
Oh no, that's fine. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually.
Hey, doc, we're all in this together.
Right, in this together. But really, I think it would take longer for me to explain the process I've gone through than it would be for me to just get to the next step.
Try me. I don't have anything else to do. I've already got the shuttle repaired.
Well, I actually do have quite a bit to do, so perhaps another time.
All right. Take care of yourself, doc.
Oh, I always do.
So Guy leaves.
Okay. Do you put the food in with the retriever, or okay?
Yeah, no, he makes sure it gets in there so the retriever can like get it.
Okay. The retriever doesn't really fight you or anything like that. He just sort of steps back while you move in and set the food down and give me another gut feeling check.
20.
You get the sense that he seems a little bit too familiar with the process of being fed while being prisoner. Like all of his motions are very practiced and fluid, like stepping away from the door as you go in, and then waiting for you to back out before he moves to the food.
Guy hits up on his tablet to like communicate. He's like, "You get caught a lot, don't you?"
Shrugs and a second time. First time was kind of what got me into this line of work.
You want out?
Are scary people gonna try and stab me again?
That depends. We don't stab other crew members, and well, this is a really big ship.
Okay. Sure.
What's your name, kid?
It's like, I have a name. It's a good name too, and it's a name I'm gonna tell you as soon as the GM figures out what their name was. I forgot to give them a name.
$5 says it's Liam.
Herman Osatius.
Absolutely not, Alex.
I'm trying. He wasn't supposed to have a name because he wasn't supposed to be captured. He was supposed to be gone or dead.
Oops.
Congratulations! We're that crew.
Yep.
Aha. Call him Seth. Seth is a nice name.
Seth works. Had a name, but I like your suggestion better. We're gonna go with Seth. Yeah, they just. I mean, before I started doing this, they just called me Seth.
Figure out your pitch of what you can do to be useful on the ship, and I'll go talk to the captain.
I mean, I still work for the cartel. Like they're gonna.
You
they
already
want me
said they're gonna kill
back.
you for this. Wouldn't you rather be alive just a little bit longer?
Try a speech check on this one.
Speech, typing, all the same.
Yeah, communication. Put it that way.
Yep, so I'm taking no dots on this. Is there a D6 I can use?
You currently have 3 D6 available.
I'm using one of them. Yes!
18.
18.
With an 18, so that is a easy difficulty level. He's already pretty scared. Excuse me. So he's gonna say, "That's true. I did say that. I mean, there's a chance if I go back, even without the doctor, that." Oh, sorry, I just dropped something. Without the doctor, well, he wouldn't kill me, but yeah, all right. I mean, despite what it looks like, I'm actually really good at spying on people and gathering information, the occasional abduction.
Guy is like, right, that we probably won't be using the abduction part.
And he just sort of looks at this isolation cell that he's in, like the quarantine section of the infirmary, and goes, "Yeah, won't be abducting people."
You're the first. It's like, guys,
Oh.
you're the first.
Just like, well, there's always got to be a first.
I'll talk to the captain.
I appreciate it. Thanks for the food.
And Guy heads towards the bridge.
Okay. I'm gonna make a couple of quick rolls here. Let's see. Okay. Does anybody else go to talk to the prisoner? To Seth, as it were.
Pick me.
Okay. All right, Sparky. So you head to the infirmary.
Timer doesn't go off here. Yeah.
Would this be before or after? Guy, do you think?
Probably after.
Say before or after dinner time, I guess I should say.
Yeah, probably after dinner time. It's probably when I get back.
Okay. So as you walk in there, there is like almost completely clean dishes sitting on the floor next to the little force field part.
Has anyone briefed Sparky yet?
Has anyone what?
Briefed.
Oh, briefed. I don't think so. I think there was a what happened here, and then there was a we'll tell you when we're done cleaning up kind of a thing.
Basically.
So you telling me Sparky walks into the infirmary and just
Mhm.
like, oh fuck, a prisoner.
Basically.
Sweet. All right, proceed.
All right. Hi. Ooh. Look over the dock. Like, why? Who is this?
The doctor looks a little startled, almost as if they didn't notice that you came in. They quickly turn around and go, "Oh, this is right. So, this person here tried to abduct me, to take me back to the cartel. There was some gunplay and swordplay, and was captured. Now he is our prisoner." Don't kick your desk, by the way. Don't recommend it.
Don't kick your. I don't know if that was Raven or if that was the.
No, that was Raven. That was
Oh,
Raven.
I'm so sorry.
I just picked my desk accidentally.
Oh no. Okay, so who are you? So I'll just ask the prisoner themselves. Like, why are you here? Like, why did we capture you? Why didn't?
I would also like you to give me a gut feeling check.
Okay.
You could also use empathy if you would prefer. I'll get a slightly different response.
No. 22 on gut feeling.
Get the feeling that he recognizes you.
Uh-huh. Do I also recognize him? Or is
Wouldn't
it was
know
literally
him.
I said that and my brain went, no, you wouldn't, because you've got a knee. No. Forget I asked.
Yeah, so you get the sense that he recognizes you. Not so much that he's like, oh my god, I know who you are, but just like the way his eyes widen a little bit and that click of
The
recognition
recognition, yeah.
before he tries to hide that.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, do I know you? Is that what it?
Actually, I'm gonna
That's
ask the
crazy.
doctor to leave the med bay.
I'm currently running some experiments, so don't just don't touch anything.
I won't. Don't worry about it.
Um, very reluctantly leaves.
Okay. Sparky's gonna lock the door to the med bay, and then turn to the individual in question. What do you know about Rip Rose?
Well, my direct superior, one that sent me here to get the doctor. I mean, I don't know a lot, but there's something specific you're looking for?
Is Rip nearby?
I mean, we're communicating back and forth. I got captured. I don't know if he's still here, but was as of a few hours ago, I guess.
If I ask you to, you know what? No, don't even worry about it. What was your
I'm
name?
kind of worried about everything right now.
The only thing you should be worried about is getting spaced.
Didn't say anything about being spaced, just about being stabbed. Oh, jeez. I'm Seth.
Okay, Seth. It's clear that you and I met at some point. And you probably know me by a different name.
Not so much met. Never really had direct conversations before, but anyway, I mean, we're Rip's, right hand person. So,
Was.
yeah, he's really mad at you.
The feeling's mutual, Seth. Don't fuck with me or my crew, or I'll make you take a long walk up a very short airlock.
Got it.
And then I'll leave the room.
Might notice him trying to keep down all that food that he just scarfed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were very intimidating.
And as soon as Sparky leaves the room, they're basically going to try not to hyperventilate. Like, keep it cool. Just walk away.
Give me a discipline roll.
Okay. 17.
You're not doing a great job, but you're holding it together enough.
I've got one of those faces of like, everything's fine. Meanwhile, I'm like sweating bullets. My face is all red. Like,
Yeah.
no, everything's okay. I don't know what you're asking.
But you don't start, showing the cracks of the armor until after you get out of the room.
Okay.
Doctor gives you a funny look. And it was sort of this like kind of mouths, "Are you okay?" But they don't really wait for an answer. They just
I'll just do like a thumbs up and just leave.
yeah. They walk back into the infirmary and close the door.
Okay.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do aside from, go and bully or intimidate Seth into giving you information?
I don't know if this fits with what's going on now, but Lagu was trying to see if they could track down Rip again after they lost him.
You can certainly try.
Try.
It's gonna take some doing. What way would you like to use to track them down? For example, you could ask around. You could try hacking into ship directories or things like that, just as examples. What method would you like to do to try to do this?
Lago's just going to do like a sight thing. They just want to keep tabs to make sure that like Rip's not gonna get close to Sparky.
Okay.
So with
If you just wanted to do like a almost like a security perimeter around the ship to make sure Rip doesn't show up.
yeah. Well, I don't know where Sparky is at the moment. I still think Sparky's out.
Oh, okay. But let's just do like 3 sight rolls.
Okay.
One for the hangar, one for the like shops area, and do another for a different hangar area. So 36 is actually really good. You actually do catch a glimpse of him on, or in the hangar area on the opposite side of the station. Sort of see him turn around a corner walking towards a ship, but then as you run around that same corner, you don't see him anymore.
Okay.
But you're positive you saw, who you saw was him.
Okay. Would I have any reason to believe that he was looking to go and harm Sparky?
Not really. I mean, he's a threat just by being here, but he was walking towards, some ships, and this is on the opposite side of the space station. So if he is, it's obviously not going to happen like right now.
Okay. So Lagu will head back to the ship then.
Anything from Annie or Android you'd like to do?
Can you remind me exactly where Annie left off last time? Do any of you remember?
I remember you going over the data on the tablet.
Yes.
She probably would have stayed in her room after that. So I don't think she did much after that, to be honest with you.
Okay. And then what about Android?
I'm going to be contacting Tolan.
Okay. Nolan answers actually pretty quickly. And of course his usual kind of gaudy, loud attire. He's wearing that as he's standing behind his very fancy desk. And goes, "Yeah, if it isn't my favorite android. What can I do for you?"
How many androids do you know?
Well, aside from the ones that work for me, you're the only one, I guess.
Then by default, I would be your favorite. That is moot.
Well, you've got me there. You just hear him muttering under his breath. You try to give some people a compliment. Anyways, what can I do for you?
We are ready to accept new work.
Oh, great. Glad to hear all that's working out.
Well, we have a prisoner at this point in time, but we will take care of them.
You know what? I think there was some static that happened right there. I didn't hear any of that, and that's okay. Don't repeat it. I'm sure it wasn't important. So you said you're looking for work. What type of work are you looking for? We've got all sorts of jobs right now. Lots of people making requests. The thievery worked really well for you. I could, line you up some more of those. Violence is more up to your speed now. We've got plenty of those. All the way down to freighter runs. What would you like?
My crew seems to still be quite confused about this stance on violence. However, I would be okay with trying to figure out a thievery attempt again. It took more steps than I was expecting, but I believe we could accomplish it again.
Okay. Your confidence is inspiring.
Thank you.
Sort of pinches the bridge of his nose. Yeah, let me see what's see what I have. I will get right back to you. And he ends the call. Out of character, is there anything in particular that you all would like to try to steal? I have ideas, but I would love to.
Heist.
I would love to give you all the
heist.
option of what to heist.
Let's do some like fine art.
Yes, art thieves.
Okay.
Like something just weird.
The
That is
first
actually-
sculpture made of human skin.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I was trying to think of like the
Human
most
skin lamp.
esoteric material
human
that
skin
no one would
lamp.
actually want.
We're
Oof.
stealing a human skin lamp.
I once saw a sculpture made out of moldy bread that was cut with the shape of a human inside of it.
Yum.
I would eat it all.
God damn, Jay.
Stop eating moldy bread.
Long story. Don't worry about it.
Cool. All right, that's not the item that you're stealing, but the concept of fine art theft is actually pretty close to one of the ideas I had in mind, so that
Good.
works. So in that case, Tolan, we'll get back to you very quickly and say, all right, so kind of a weird one, but I've got a we'll call them a collector. A private collection. They collect. The whole theme is sort of bizarre. I mean, it is a bizarre theme, but that's also the theme. Bizarre art. Anyways, are you familiar with I need a good name for this sculpture.
Watusi. I think that's a type of cattle.
The Last
We'll call it-
Repose.
Ooh, I like it. That's better than what I was about to say. I was going to say the Statue of the Dead Living.
Oh, that's
in D minor.
We'll go with the Last Repose. Yeah, have you heard of the statue, the Last Repose?
I'm not familiar.
Okay, it's really weird. It's made out of human skin, and it's just bizarre, which is why this collector wants it. Now,
I am not even made of human skin.
Sure, that is true. Anyways, it's being held at a private, semi-private collection. There's a certain gentleman that has a pretty popular casino. He lists some coordinates that are towards the center of the galaxy, or not the galaxy, but the solar system that you're currently in. It says he owns a casino, and it's sort of a semi-private collection because the casino has sort of this museum with a lot of different art pieces that he's collected. So, fortunate thing is we know where it is, and it's very easy to go see it. Unfortunate part is that it's part of a casino, and casinos have insane security. Almost as good as mine, and that's saying something. So, here's the coordinates. Here's a picture of what it looks like, and there's really no extra rules for this one. Don't do anything that's going to lead back to me or the collector, but I mean, really want to burn the place to the ground. I'm not going to be upset, but you know, it's up to you if you want to deal with that kind of heat.
Is this casino heavily visited?
It's a popular casino, so yes.
But there is no consequence should we decide to annihilate everyone.
No, I didn't say there's no consequences. I just said I won't be upset, and and the client won't be upset as long as it doesn't come back to them.
Well, to be honest, you're the only person that we feel any genuine consequence from.
Aw, I'm touched. That baby
By
is the sweetest-
whom?
Oh God. Is Sparky there?
Would you like to speak with him?
That'd be great.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
That'd be great.
Okay, one moment, please. So I page Sparky, please report to the bridge at once.
Oh God, what did I do? Oh, okay, all right.
Nothing has been done. Tolan wishes to speak with you.
Oh, I really wish I had done something wrong now. Oh, okay.
I could find something.
I'm on my way.
Sparky will be here in a moment.
That's great. That's great. You keep doing a great job there. You keep it up. He kind of mutes the
Thank
call.
you.
You can see him muttering various things, but no audio.
So Sparky shows up at the bridge, sees Tolan on the screen, gives Android a look of like, what does he want to talk about?
Tolan wishes to speak with you about our next job.
Why me though? I don't, what?
I do not know.
Okay.
I am probably missing a social cue.
Probably. Okay. I'll wave at Tolan like, oh, it's me. Hi.
There you are, Sparky. So yeah, I just wanted to get on the job and see if you had any questions, and well, I just wanted to speak to someone who understands sarcasm and idioms for a moment.
Okay. Sure. What's the job?
So you're stealing, thieving. Big casino on a planet near to the central part of the solar system you're currently located at. It's The Last Propose. You're familiar with that piece? It's,
Fuck off. Really? That's what you... Oh. How much is it worth?
I'm not really much of an art collector myself. I couldn't say.
No, the
without having it
job.
appraised.
Tolan, the job. How much is the job paying?
Oh, right. Yeah, so same as the last one, 100,000. If you are successful.
I want 125.
Either speech or daunt.
Okay.
If you want to be intimidating, and forceful, or...
I'm going to be tactful with speech. 21. I want 125 because you and I both know the Last Repose is not some, like, secondhand relic. We're talking about a fucking statue made out of human skin, Tolan. Thing creeps people out. Creeps me out. Okay?
It creeps me
And
out, too.
Fencing that, I'm sure we have a fence set up, but that thing is worth more than what you're paying us.
Sparky, everything creeps you out.
That is not the point.
All right, look. I really don't know how much it's worth. The client is paying us to get it because they want to keep it. They're not looking to fence it. They have like a Bizarro museum or something that they're going to put it in.
Well, if they have a Bizarro museum, they can clearly afford a little bit more.
I get it. I tell you what. I'll go ahead and agree to the higher amount, and I will negotiate a higher price for me with the client, because clearly they failed to mention a few things. Anyways, just wanted to talk to both of you because Android understands the literal really well, and you understand the more nuanced subtext things better.
Okay, Tolan. Yeah.
I mean, your logic side's not the. I mean, no offense, it's not the greatest. So I figure if I tell you both, you work best as a team.
Why do we work for you again?
You don't
my
have a
winning
choice.
personality.
Oh, right. That's it. That's the one. Yep. Android got
Your
it in one.
personality is garbage, Tolan.
Well, I went from being touched to being hurt.
Who
Well,
was
you gotta
touching
touch
you?
garbage before you throw it in the bin. So.
Who was touching him, Sparky?
Want the
Sorry.
job or not?
I want the job, Tolan.
Touching him.
It's just. It's just gonna blow right past that one. Oh no, she's gone. We've hit stage 3.
He just yells out, "Sweet Caroline, okay? Just do you want the job or not?"
I want the job, Tolan. I just want you to stop insulting us while we're doing it.
Is Caroline his wife?
I don't know.
Hey, android. It'd be his husband.
Oh yeah, he is gay, isn't he?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Caroline is not a typical name for a male, but I understand.
It's the future. Things are weird. That's my excuse.
I need a drink after this conversation. I will send you the details. As I was telling Android here, as long as it doesn't come back to me or the client, however you want to do this is fine. You want to burn the whole place down to the ground, go for it. As long as the job gets done, they get the statue.
I think I've had enough of getting blown up or burned, so I think we'll be okay.
Well, that's why I
Sparky,
wanted
to
to
be
talk-
fair, that was your fault.
That was not my fault. That was Guy's fault. I tried to stop them anyway. This is not. It's fine. Thank you, Tolan. For
Okay,
your,
no problem.
yeah.
And I just want to make sure that it was clear. That doesn't mean that doing that is consequence-free. It just means that I won't be mad at you.
Well, you're never mad at us. You're just frustrated.
Tolan is frequently mad at us.
I'm with
But
Android on this one.
Okay, well, I suppose that's fair.
I just don't let you all hear how angry he is with you.
Which we appreciate.
Do you?
You know, I know
Bye,
it's none of my
Tolan.
business, but he was starting to agree with Android. Okay.
So,
Do you want me to let the rest of the crew know?
If you wish, I can also send out.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
also, probably about that time is when Guy shows up at the bridge, wanting to talk to Android like he promised.
So Sparky would just kind of like sidle by Guy on the way out.
It's like, also, Guy, I is Sparky, and it's like, hey, was the llama head stabbed to Daisy's door before you left?
What?
There was a llama head stabbed, decapitated, and stabbed to her door. It really shook her up. And was it there before you left or not?
I don't remember it being there when I left.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. What?
Sparky,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to make a speech or charm roll?
I would love to make a speech roll.
Guy, would
I
you
roll
like
a
to
gut
make
feeling roll.
Yes, you can.
21.
Oh, so close. So close. I almost got away with it too if it wasn't for you thieving kids.
You couldn't say for sure, but you get the vague sense that maybe Sparky had some involvement in that.
Because whoever did that, she was in tears all last night.
Maybe she should stop leaving unicorns around the place. And Sparky will
She's a
just
child.
start walking down the hall.
It's like guys like, and maybe some people shouldn't. Fuck you. 'Cause you're not even looking. Fuck you. Anyways,
okay.
Guy looks to the captain. Captain, may I talk to you?
Yes, of course. I assume Tolan's gone by now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sparky ended the call as Tolan was siding with you.
Fair.
Okay. The guy you were still wanting to talk to.
Yes, Captain. So about the prisoner.
What about him?
We let him go, the cartel's going to kill him. Just like
Correct.
they want to kill Sparky.
Correct.
This is a big ship. We could use more help on the ship.
Are we certain he has no form of infiltration on him? A bug?
I'm pretty sure the doctor's been probing him.
Okay, Android's gonna ignore that.
Oh my god, somebody please clip that. All of your faces were priceless. Same expression on all of you at the same time. If somebody can clip that.
Where the hell's the clip button? Where did it go? For God's sake, okay, I will go through later if somebody doesn't clip it now.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Oh my God. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was just like, oh, I didn't need that image.
Goody and Riley, like you were even both like looking in the same direction with like that concerned look, like the.
I'm so glad that worked. Like, how do I phrase this? I know exactly how to phrase it.
Oh no, Vanessa.
Vanessa missed it.
I was just wondering, I'm like, what's Vanessa's take on this?
What's happening right now?
Okay. Do you want to know what I said, Vanessa?
I'm trying my best. I apologize to you all. This is ridiculous.
Vanessa, here, listen right now so you can get
I'm
it.
listening. Yes.
I'm pretty sure the doctor has probed him thoroughly.
True.
Oh my God. That was such a nasty laugh too. Oh my God.
All right, proceed.
I haven't said anything about. It was like I have sort of talked him into the idea. His name is Seth. Would you
Talked him into the idea of probing him?
No.
I'm back in character, Vanessa.
Consent is important.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Continue.
I'm doing the hand gestures, Vanessa.
Yes, you are absolutely right. I should recognize that hand gestures mean guy. Continue. Sorry.
It's okay. Have you had some water, sweetheart?
Not yet.
Any and all physical probing that happens in this game is consensual.
Yes. Yes.
Boy, howdy.
Didn't think I'd have to make that disclaimer, but.
Yeah, am I right?
Yeehaw! Am I right?
Okay, let me get back into character. I'm very sorry. Now Riley's losing it.
Yeah, Riley's dying.
Hand gestures always mean guy.
Like I said, we've
And
all
she
been
has
celebrating.
thoroughly glitched out. Okay.
We've been
We've
celebrating
been Vanessa's birthday pretty hard today.
Oh, I'm 100% proxy drunk. Oh yeah.
So I should have known the difference.
Didn't pick it up until just now, but oh yeah, there it is.
Okay, so
We're good.
Anyways, so Guy would like Android to come and talk to Seth because Guy does trust her judgment on things, and basically, if she's not going to agree to it, then there's no way in hell Seth can become part of the crew.
Yes, I will go speak with Seth and see if he is interested in being part of the crew, or if he is trustworthy in being part of the crew. Until then, please go and prepare for the latest mission.
There's a mission?
Yes, we're going to steal a statue of human skin.
What?
There is some famous statue worth a lot of money that we are going to steal. It is made of human skin.
Rich people bullshit. Gotcha. Okay, just had to say that.
Certainly.
Okay.
This one, however, they don't care how we do it.
So...
If you want to kill everyone, I suppose you could.
How about we kill no one again?
I figured that would be the case.
Yeah. It's better not to kill people, Android.
That is how I feel this crew feels.
Well, how do you feel?
Human life is indifferent to me.
Do we matter to you?
You do. I like you as people.
Then human life isn't indifferent to you. Because we are human. And we are alive.
I care about you because I know you. The ones that I do not know, I cannot say I care about them.
That's fair, but you can't say you don't care about human lives. Because that is untrue.
I suppose I do care about some human lives.
It's a start.
All right. Andrew, would you like to speak with same evening or the next day?
I guess I could talk to him now. I don't have anything better to do.
Okay. As you head down there, doctor that startled as have with everybody else. Sort of nod to you and go, yes, Captain, can I help you?
I wish to speak to the prisoner.
Oh, certainly. Help yourself. And Seth is sort of like curled up in the corner, like hugging his knees, not like rocking back and forth or anything, but he does seem a little bit tense.
What is your name?
I'm Seth.
Seth, I am the captain of this ship.
Are you gonna stab me or space me or any other kind of dead thing?
Do you plan to attack me at this point?
No. I wouldn't think about it.
Then no, I am not going to at this moment.
Okay, that's good. The other one, pink hair.
Pink hair does not narrow it down on this ship.
I just realized that. I can't remember what their name is. They used to be Blister.
Oh, you mean Sparky?
Ah, okay, Sparky, that's it. Very, talked to me, it was very threatening. I said that I'd get spaced if I didn't cooperate.
That sounds like Sparky to be very threatening when no one else is present.
Okay, anyways, I was just a bit concerned because, like, if I went back empty-handed to Rip right now, I might be able to just be in big trouble and not get, like, you know, taken out. But if I join your crew, if you even let me, you know, then they're going to be coming after me, and that means they're coming after you. I mean, they're already coming after you, but I'm not really sure what to do.
Is it possible that Lagu would be on the ship by now?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Can I do a hearing roll to see if perhaps he was walking, or they were walking by when this was being said?
Sure. Go ahead and roll hearing. You need a 15.
I got a 15!
Exactly 15. Sorry, I just saw Zoom chat. Yeah, you overhear the conversation. You don't hear what's being said, but you can tell that Android and Seth are talking. Go into the infirmary. You can hear their conversation.
Lagu will go into the infirmary.
Okay.
Should I roll hearing to see if I know that Lagu's there?
Are you trying to enter the infirmary discreetly?
No.
Okay, then no. You know Lagu's there.
Okay.
So Seth says, yeah, I'm really not sure what to do, because it sounds like either way I'm in danger.
Well, the question is, do you wish to be punished by someone like Rip, or do you wish to serve under someone like me?
Well, you're both terrifying, but you seem a little less hasty. So, well, I mean...
That is because I'm an android. I look at things logically.
I mean... You know, at least 3 of you here used to work for the cartel, so, how are you doing it? Not working for them and not dying.
How am I doing?
No, I mean, sure. How are you doing? I would love to, chat, converse, and get to know each other and stuff. But no.
I'm a block. Bleh. I can speak human words.
I'm a black ops. I'm sorry, good.
I'm a black ops droid specifically made for brutal murder.
Huh?
However, I was never taken in by the cartel.
That's not exactly the story that Rip tells, but I'm not arguing. I'm just clearly all broken ties from the cartel, and you're still alive, and so that's
correct.
How?
We lost our memory.
No, I get that part, but how are you not dead? And can you teach me the same thing?
I suppose we've all worked together as a team to some extent and kept each other alive. The cartel very much works as a every man for themselves.
Pretty much.
We have looked out for each other. Even when some of us did not want to admit it.
Okay. Well, okay, then sign me up.
If you do work for us and you betray us, you will be stabbed repeatedly and then spaced to the point where your colon is stitched to your nose and you choke on your own farts.
Holy shit. Gotcha. Betrayal punishment number 4. Yep, I'm familiar with that one.
Correct.
Alright, well, do you need to know, more about me, or, is there, an interview, an application that I fill out, or, how does this work?
What is your specialization?
I'm a
Because it
retriever.
obviously isn't espionage.
Well, I mean, current situation aside, I'm actually usually really good at this. There's just not you. Why was there a llama head attached to a door?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what my crew does. I assume it's some form of compatriotism,
Oh,
or
like a
perhaps some form of hazing. I am unsure.
practical joke. And I was bad timing because normally I'd have been all sneaky sneak going through the hallway, and the girl saw the llama head, and then that freaked me out a little bit. But she was screaming, and then because she was hyper alert, she saw me, and then.
So a child saw you. Am I incorrect?
Or technically not wrong. I'm just saying, if I had been there a minute earlier or a minute later, it would have been fine.
But you weren't.
And if I didn't have a Black Ops killer android tracking me down just like a person, I mean like a human, not that you're not a person. I should shut up now. I'm good at spying. Not apparently at abducting people.
All right, you may join our crew for now, but you will be with restrictive movements at this point in time.
Sure. Could I, I'm sure you're gonna have people watching me and stuff. Could I make
Yes.
a request? Not Sparky. I'm pretty sure they're gonna stab me.
I will not give any guarantee of who will and will not watch you.
Can you make sure that they don't stab me?
I can request that of them, but they are individuals with their own free will.
I guess that's good enough. Then, I know I'm not like in the best bargaining position here, but I do have one more request. See how I became in this job. So when I was real little, I was, or probably heard the story before. You know, I was poor, and we had to steal to survive, and then I got arrested by the.
Yes, many humans are in your situation.
Yeah. So I got arrested. And was in jail for a while, but then that's where the cartel recruited me, and my choices were basically stay in jail or go work for them. So I went to go work for them, and then that was basically jail with more steps. Because I mean, it seemed like a good deal at the time, but then it's basically like house arrest, and they put you in with like one roommate.
Fewer words.
Huh?
Fewer words.
Right, I'm sorry. I ramble when I get nervous.
I see that.
I'm very nervous. So, house, roommate, lots of training. All of us were basically there under the same circumstances or similar. And that is, we were captured essentially by the cartel. Through one means or another. Anyways, my roommate was pretty cool, and he didn't really want to be there, and like he didn't even come from the same background as I did, but he's definitely there against his will, and
Yeah.
he just kept talking about his sister, and I said one day that we would get out of the situation and we'd go find his sister, and he'd be happy. Could you help me go get him?
No.
Lagu has been like slow, like just standing right there, almost in between the two of them, but not quite, just looking back and forth as this conversation's going on.
You can't, please.
I will consider it. At this point in time, we are going to go continue on another mission.
Sure. No, I understand. I just made the promise, so I figured I'd ask, bring it to your attention.
Your promises are none of my concern.
Right. Sure. Can I have some clothes now?
Stand up, let me see your size.
Stands up and, he's obviously doesn't have any overclothes on, but he's standing there basically in a pair of boxers, looking a little bit uncomfortable for obvious reasons. But he stands up and lets you do the measurement scan thing.
The captain looks him up and down and simply says, Guy is well understanding of clothing sizes. I will ask him.
Well, thanks. That's the big guy with the Hawaiian shirt?
Yes, the one who does not speak.
Yeah. That's cool. He's cool.
Correct. He is cool.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Where should I go?
We will allow you to have quarters. However, all your movements will be tracked and monitored by me.
I could help watch them for you. You can have some of my clothes. Let's be friends and go get you some clothes.
Lagu wishes to be your friend. That is very nice of him.
Yep. I don't know what it is about the way you just said that, because that is a very wholesome thing to say, but it sounded the very opposite of wholesome the way you just said that.
Nailed it.
So yeah, he just sort of does like the cartoon like gulp of nervousness, and it goes, "Yeah, I'll be friends. I would love a friend. Lagu, yeah, could you give me some new clothes? That'd be great, and we could talk somewhere away from here."
Yes, I would very much like to talk to you.
Okay, great. Let's go talk away from the I'm sure very busy captain who has other important things to do.
Goodbye, Captain. I will kill him if he tries to run and rat out your secrets.
Thank you,
If
Lagu.
you pay me, of course.
I have many credits.
Okay, thank you.
So Seth follows you along, visibly shaking and twitching, out of just being completely terrified of their situation.
So you want to find your friend?
Yeah, that would be great, because, I don't want to be stuck in the same situation I was. He was actually really nice.
Okay, well, maybe we can make a deal. Maybe I could try to sway the crew to postpone this current mission to go get your friend.
I mean, yeah, that'd be great, but I mean, I don't really have, I literally don't even have clothes, so I'm not sure what I can offer you.
You will help me with my other job.
What's your other job?
I'm supposed to protect Sparky and prevent them from dying.
You mean the one that was gonna kill me?
Yes.
Okay.
I figure that is a fair trade since you don't have any money.
I mean, yeah, as long as they don't kill me while I'm making sure they don't die.
I don't think they will kill you.
I guess if I'm making sure they don't die, they wouldn't kill me. until I wasn't useful anymore, at least. So that'll buy me. Yeah, that buys me some time. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Sounds like a good deal.
Awesome. Here's some clothes. And Lagu hands him just a stack of clothes that looks exactly the same as what Lagu is currently wearing, with like the same boots. Just hands it to him.
They're all like a little bit big on him, but they fit well enough. And he seems very grateful. He's like, great. Where do I like sleep and change and stuff?
You can have this door next to mine.
Okay. As luck would have it, there is an empty dorm room right next to her, so he goes in there and quickly puts on clothes and probably hyperventilates for a while.
Also, that set of underwear is new. Do not worry.
There's just this pause and a thanks. So just catching up on Zoom chat. Is there anything else anybody would like to do this evening?
Probably just start going through catalogs and seeing like kind of what the place that we're going to be hitting is like. You said it was a casino?
Yeah, so it's a big fancy casino. Think like the Bellagio, like Ocean's 11 style casino, but in space, essentially.
Gotcha.
So like the one from Borderlands 3 DLC.
I don't think I've done that one yet.
It's basically Handsome Jack's casino that he opened, and it's nuts. It's all abandoned because he's gone,
Yeah.
but it's nuts.
Okay, is it like on a
Guy
space
is
station?
actually going to be starting to do design work and research on making a large-scale EMP bomb.
Oh,
I knew you were going to
bombs.
end that sentence with bomb.
Great bombs.
Goody.
He's not making it, he's doing research.
You don't do research on a bomb without then making said bomb.
He's trying to do it the smart way.
Okay. So first off, yeah. So like what Goody just described, it's a space station like that.
Okay. Do we have
Yeah.
a rough idea where it would be?
Oh yeah, like you know exactly where it is. It's on display
Okay.
in this little museum that's attached to the casino.
Gotcha. Okay.
That was the good part of the news. The mission is you know exactly where it is. You could go right up and look at it without a problem. Problem is that it's also in a private museum attached to a casino.
We're gonna Nicolas Cage this.
How?
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Oh my god.
We're gonna steal the human
Please,
skin
please,
statue.
can we do that? My first thought when you said attached to the casino was how attached?
It's like a wing of the casino, if you will.
Okay, but
it isn't.
could it just be the entire wing removed?
Sorry, we blew up part of a hab in the earlier game today, so that's just where my head's at.
I mean, so the building
Yep.
is sort of on the space station. It's not the space station, if you will.
Oh no, what we're thinking is like, is it an extra addition on?
Is it
it
sticking
is-
out to the side?
Yes.
It is sticking out to the side. It is part of the building. It's not a module. It wasn't an add-on. It was.
Okay.
It's part of the structure. Technically, there might be some way to do that.
Okay.
But it's not like you could just, take a welder and cut it off.
It's a last like ditch effort anyway. That's just in case we need to, potentially blow it off of the station.
I'm concerned that you're thinking about these things already.
When you have to work with this crew, you need to consider the last ditch option because it will happen.
True.
When has our bombs ever actually worked?
Never.
Never, ever.
Define worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they blew up. So,
I
okay,
mean,
yeah.
technically they've accomplished what you set out to do. It's just what you set out to do was not in your best interest.
That's also true. Yeah, so I would just be going over like blueprints and seeing who attends such a ball.
Okay, yeah, you find some information. I'm not even going to make you roll for it. It's a well-known casino. It's a well-known statue. You know exactly where it is. There's lots of high rollers that go to this casino, along with like the middle-class touristy type.
Right,
who
right.
Don't really know a lot about fine art, but like to
They like to pretend.
that they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of a
Guy
touristy
volun-
trap kind of a thing there.
Guy volunteers to go on board with Annie and Daisy through the museum so they can scout for surveillance.
Before, not even at the place yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's good to know. But before we do any of that, Guy, let's do an education roll to see how well you can research this EMP that you're wanting to build.
Can can I use my engineering? Versus
No, this is
my
research.
But it's part of my education. It's a profession. Okay.
Not really.
21.
You find some decent information on how to build one of these. It's very basic information, but it's enough that when you actually attempt to do one, I will let you have a +3 on that roll.
Sorry, what did you say? My brain just blanked.
When you go to make the bomb, I'll give you a +3 on the first roll for that.
So that means I can't get a natural one?
Oh no, you can still get a nat 1.
That's what I'm worried about.
As
You
long
can
as you do it in a room
absolutely-
by yourself.
You can
Yeah,
absolutely
but
still
I'm
get a
gonna
nat
be
1.
doing it. I'm going to be doing it on the ship, in a room by myself. Actually, no. I know what he's going to do. He's going to do it inside the vault. So if it does go off, the vault shields the ship.
Theoretically.
It's a good theory.
Not building it yet. We've got to do scouting first.
Okay. All right, we're gonna fast forward to the next day, because that's a lot to take up an evening. So it's the next day. The shuttle is repaired. Did you leave the space station, or stay docked overnight?
They docked overnight.
Before we leave.
We're gonna leave now.
Like I thought we'd leave overnight. And I would probably tell Android this at some point before the evening is over, that I learned that Rip may well be on the station. I don't want to alarm anyone on the crew, but Seth had mentioned that Rip may well be nearby, if not on the station.
Oh, Android saw him on the station.
Fuck's sake! Like, why are we still here?
Okay.
Why aren't we just leaving right now, Android?
Sleep.
You don't even sleep. You could just fly while we're sleeping.
I recharge.
Do you? Is that how that? Well, now I feel silly for asking.
Yes, I have a recharge station. It is my equivalent of sleep.
That's okay.
And I do
That's-
require it just as you require sleep.
That's fair, I guess. Can we not just, like I said, can we not just fly out a bit and then recharge, though? I really don't want to wake up with Rip over my bed. Or, like, wake up to not having a ship, because I wouldn't wake up. Because I'd be dead.
Sorry, my daughter was yelling.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, we can leave, but we will not go far because I need to recharge.
That's totally fine. We can at least see him coming if he's showing up. That way he doesn't just sneak on in the middle of the night. And...
He couldn't do that anyway. Our ship is sealed off at this point.
Listen, I don't know what this guy does or how he trained me, but I get the feeling he could probably slip onto our ship unnoticed if he wanted to.
Can you sneak onto a sealed off ship?
I'm a panicked little, like, I don't even know what I did. I don't remember any of my skills. He still got all of them.
Well, you just used yourself as an example of training, so are you able to do that sort of thing?
Maybe. I don't know if I can, though.
Well, it's not a very good example, is it?
Okay, I'm sorry. Black Ops mom bot. I don't have any good examples. None of us have memories.
Again, I'm incapable of reproduction.
People could adopt. That's not the point. It's healthy paranoia. Rip came out of nowhere, stole our shipment, and then nearly killed us. I don't know what he's capable of. I just want to err on the side of caution.
We will move away from the station. And then very early in the morning, when I am recharged, we will take off.
That's totally fine. Thank you. I'm sorry that I don't trust it.
According to my knowledge, sorry means you will never do it again.
That is not how that works. Sorry means I will do my best not to make things happen again. Doesn't mean that it like doesn't ever happen again.
That is not my understanding.
Hmm.
Go to bed, Sparky.
Okay.
You are obviously jittery and in need of sleep.
Yep. That's true. Yep.
Do you need a sedative?
No, I'm okay. No. If I'm gonna die, I don't want to die while I'm like drugged up.
You are not going to die unless I put you in the airlock. Or you suffer catastrophic cardiovascular failure.
Thanks for the bedtime story. Night.
Sparky, as you head back to your bed,
Mm-hmm.
As you pass by the room right next to Lagu's, you hear the sound of like a paper bag inflating, and then deflating over and over again. As Seth is still trying to
Call of your people.
I hear my song, I must depart. Okay, I'm now concerned that I put it on too thick when I bullied it. Because I didn't know anyone else gave him shit, so as far as I'm concerned, I did that. Yeah, I'm gonna go to my room and try to sleep.
Also, not to make you feel bad,
Uh-huh.
but as you pass by Daisy's room, you also hear the muffled sounds of crying.
Oh, that doesn't bother Sparky at all.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sparky is reasonably concerned that she is still trying to kill him. Like, he seems to be the most likely candidate. Especially now, probably.
What?
Fuck her.
My goodness. So
Fucking crocodile tears. She's gonna wake me up with a knife.
So you're less concerned about the guy that literally tried to steal the doctor off
Because
the
he
ship.
tried to steal. Daisy has repeatedly said that she would use me as target practice.
When did she
said
say
it
that?
once.
When Annie was training her.
Once.
Okay, still once.
Oh yeah, that was
I tried
it
to
was like
capture me.
very
It was
clearly
a
a joke.
Sparky doesn't get those kinds of jokes. In the cartel, those kinds of jokes mean, oh, we'll say your goodbyes now because that'll happen.
But we're not in the cartel.
Doesn't matter.
She's He's a child.
Sparky is the rescue dog that did not quite get over it.
Okay. Let's put you in your calm box.
Yeah. Turn the lights off, put a blanket over. I'm like a bird in a cage.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
With that, the ship is removed from the space station. The night passes without incident. Everybody gets some sleep. Nobody tries to kill anybody. And next morning, early, as Android drives the ship towards your destination, the camera is once again going to pan away from the ship, moving off from the station, back to the station as a very small, somewhat familiar ship takes off as well, following just outside the Lagrange's sensor range. Of course, the audience knows that this is Rip following them. The camera's going to pan inside to the cockpit where Rip is sort of strapped in. It's almost like a fighter jet type spaceship. It's a little bigger than that, but that's what the cockpit looks like. And see him looking very, very upset. Upsetty spaghetti. As he mutters to himself while staring at Lagrange on the ship, or on the display screen of his ship. And that's where we're going to take our break. So, back in about 10 minutes, so feel free to go stretch your legs, grab water, snacks, whatever you need, and we'll be right back. Are back. Sorry about the long break there. Um, so, excuse me. As you head off towards your destination, you saw, or rather, the audience sees Rip is following. Now, on the way there, it's the next day, presumably breakfast time. Excuse me. Daisy comes shuffling in, still in her pajamas, Excuse me, goodness. Drank something and it went down the wrong way right before we came back. In her pajamas, with, you know, like the coffee eyes, like I just spent all night crying and now it's the next day and I feel like garbage. And starts making coffee. Who else might be in the mess hall around breakfast time?
Guy is up and he is making chocolate spread with crepes.
Sparky would probably be lending a hand if he needs any.
Yes, he gets Sparky to cut up fruit for the crepes.
Cool.
Kind of looks over that chocolate crepes. Are there any already prepared, or even like halfway prepared?
Oh, there is a plate ready to go, and it even has the fruit like in a smiley face on the top of the stack.
Just like grabs one and just eats it like a burrito.
Isn't that how you eat crepes? I don't know.
I usually like eat work.
Well, there's a couple of
I
different
eat them
ways.
kind of like an omelet.
It depends on how you prepare your crepes and what you're putting into them and how you're cooking them. You can either do it the burrito style, there's just the round wrap style, and then there's a stack style, which is more like a crepe cake at that point, because you're putting thin layers of spread or fruit in between each of the layers of crepe.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never eaten a crepe, so I just assumed they were
They're
burritos.
delicious.
There's an awesome crepe place out here, or it's actually across Canada. If you ever see a place called Cora's, Vanessa.
Oh, I know Cora's, yeah.
they're so good.
Yeah.
But
They're so
anyway,
fucking good.
At any rate,
welcome to Crepe Cast.
she grabs one of them. However, it's prepared. If she ends up with chocolate all over her hand, she acts like doesn't matter. She just grabs it and starts eating it, while basically holding her coffee mug under the coffee maker, rather than waiting for the pot to fill up.
And guys, it's like there are utensils.
Head hurts. Utensils are for people whose heads don't hurt.
Guy takes a deep sigh and just gently moves her to sit down, put the actual plate full of food in front of her, make sure her coffee mug is full and in front of her, and also gets her a glass of ice water.
Who is in the mess hall?
Anybody that wants to be, but currently Sparky in Seattle.
Okay. Annie does go to the mess hall. She is dressed in her regular clothes. She's got her hair done up. But she looks exhausted as well. And she kind of trudges in there to get some food, and she says hello, but she also signs it for Guy's benefit as well.
There is a stack of chocolate-filled crepes with what looks like a little mouse made out of a strawberry.
This seems to brighten her mood a little bit. She still looks tired, but she does take it, and she signs thank you.
Yeah. Daisy seems to brighten up a little bit as Annie comes in. After Seattle like makes sure she's got her coffee mug and all that stuff, she'll like grab a paper towel or napkin or whatever, wipe off her hand, then just kind of give them a look and grab the utensils and start using them.
Annie does.
Okay. Eddie does what?
Annie sits next to Daisy.
Daisy just sort of does like the lean and like rest her head on your shoulder.
She's so cute. Annie just gives her a little smile before she starts eating.
Okay. Um, yeah, after a while, she starts to look a little bit better. The coffee helps quite a bit. You're still on your way to the heist. Is there anything that you want to do in preparation after breakfast? Or anything you want to do during breakfast? Might be muted there, Riley.
Yes. Lagu would like to just kind of casually start going up to each crew member one by one and trying to convince them, like, hey, maybe we should postpone this. Maybe we should, like, go get this guy's friend.
Guy looks completely confused as to what the fuck Lagu's talking about.
So Lagu, okay, wait, I'm gonna roll for this. Raven, okay, I'm gonna roll empathy to try and see what would tug at Guy's heartstrings. I got a 4.
Okay.
So.
You have no clue whatsoever. With a 4, you're just like, what even is emotion?
Okay. Well, this guy, he has a friend who wants to find, I think it was a sister, or maybe it was Seth's sister. Either way, there was a sister and there was a friend, and the friend is in need of being freed. And I think that we should go free the friend so that the friend can find somebody's sister.
Guy reaches up with the back of his hand to Lagu's forehead. Is Lagu running warm?
No. No. You don't understand. He is in need of help. He misses his friend. His friend is going to be murdered by...
Guy messages an android and the doctor, and it's just like, I think Lagu is having a stroke or something. Please help.
Vanessa, did you say something?
Yeah, no, I wanted to ask you, is there a role that I can do to see if Annie remembers being a sister? Like if she remembers that she has any family at all?
Yeah. Let's do a education check.
Sure. Let's see. Ooh, okay. 24.
I'm gonna say that the conversation kind of sparks your memory, and not so much that you remember being a sister, but remember that you found some sort of like a weird picture of you and this guy that was younger than you, like among your personal effects, and you have no idea who they are. But you remember that you have this picture, and I'll even say that you have it on your person if you would like to look at it.
Yes.
Okay. As you do, roll empathy really quick.
Okay. Empathy, okay. Empathy is a presence check, so can I re-roll that?
Yeah.
Oh no, the second roll was a nat 1.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you not pick up on something.
Okay.
But still see Seth come wandering in, rather timidly. And he looks at the picture that you're holding in your hand, and he goes, "Wait, you know,
Where'd you get that picture?
I guess I've always had it. It was here with my stuff when in my room.
So that's my roommate, though, the one that I was telling Lago about that I need to go rescue from being held by the cartel.
Annie stares at him, like really focused, as if she's waiting for him to say more about the situation.
His name's Liam. He's we were housed in the same area when I was training with the cartel. He was looking for his sister, and trying to catch up with her, and he said that's when apparently he asked the wrong questions to the wrong people, and the cartel nabbed him and put him in the house with me. But I mean, now that I see the two of you next to each other, are you his sister?
Annie seems like she takes a moment to really look at the photos if she's trying to find like similar features between both of them. And she looks like she's struggling really hard to kind of remember anything that should be lost to her. But yeah, she's trying to find like similar features between both people.
Give me another empathy check.
Empathy, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that. Wow, the dice is really not with me today. That is a 14.
14. I'm gonna use one of my d6 to boost your roll there.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. So as you are looking at it, and concentrating really hard, you do start to notice some similarities and features, and you don't remember this person, but you kind of remember having like feelings for this person, like a family type connection.
Okay.
Like they seem, you don't have memories of them, but they seem familiar to you, and you feel like this sort of attachment to them, even though you don't know who they are.
That works. Okay. Annie doesn't say anything to Seth. She continues to look at the photo, and as she kind of feels these emotions surface, her brow kind of furrows, and she knows that she should feel something, that there should be a memory there, and it frustrates her. And she looks like her expression turns stormy, and she looks like she's really, really concentrating on this photo. But when nothing specific shows up, she kind of slaps it down on the table and gives up.
As you do that, Daisy chimes in like kind of suddenly and is like, we should help. We should definitely go help this person. I mean, we're supposed to be the good folks now, right? Like, not doing the bad stuff. Rescue missions are pretty much, the good guys type deal. I mean, if we're really wanting to prove that we're, not doing, we're not going to be bad guys anymore, that we're going to do the right thing, this certainly would be a way to show that. Like, maybe this is like a test.
Annie doesn't respond to what Daisy's saying. She just kind of gives a little non-verbal nod, like she agrees that they should do this thing, but she's still looking at the photo and she doesn't verbally respond. Like she's still mulling over what she's seeing in the photo, and she knows that these emotions exist, but she can't tap into them.
Yeah. Also, apparently now, Lagu has the number of a moderately handsome older gentleman.
Yes. And just whenever there's an opening, I would like to use that to bribe Guy.
That's awesome. I was like, why would they need that specifically? That's clever.
That's amazing.
That's real clever.
Whenever you would like to use it,
Right?
Okay.
it's you have it.
So Lagu, realizing that they're not really getting where they want to get with Guy, it's like, fine, you know what?
Guy has left at this point. Just like, you're weird. You're acting real weird.
No.
And no.
So Lagu chases him down and is like, you know what? You're not hit. No, calm down. I'm not going to hit you. But
I'm just like, Guy is backing the fuck up from these large hand motions.
Daisy has followed you, by the way. Out of the after Seattle.
Guy, what I need you to do is agree to go rescue this man's friend instead of going to do your assigned thief mission immediately. We'll take a pause, go do this, and in exchange, if I can get your vote, you can have the number.
Hand up in Doug's face to get them to stop.
I forgot they were tall.
Didn't Holden hire you to make sure that we did these jobs? What the fuck, Lagu?
Oh, I switched contracts.
When?
It doesn't matter, but I have the number
Yes,
of a
it
very
does!
attractive older gentleman.
I
They're
don't
changing lanes.
care.
It's fine.
Why would I care who you're dating?
No, it's for you. I got it on the station for you, and I will give it to you.
You don't even know what type of men I like.
Lagu pulls out their phone and has like a picture.
It's like, oh yeah, that's the guy I went on a date with. I already have his number. We slept together, remember?
Okay. Then this is garbage.
Daisy looks at it and goes, no, that is pretty much your type. I really think we should help. Everybody's talking about and has been talking about how they're finding these details about their past life and that they don't want to go down that path anymore.
God, the music is perfect right now.
Like, I feel like this is the time for everybody to put up or shut up.
That convinces Guy more than Lagu did. Guy hesitates and is just like, we're still gonna have to come back and do this job.
Yeah,
Yes, of course. I'm not saying do not do the job.
Like, there wasn't really a time requirement on this one, right? There wasn't.
Let's get everybody to the. Let's talk to the captain with everybody.
So while they're doing that, while they're having that
next
conversation
thing.
outside, the
I'm
bridge
sorry,
is the
Alex
word you're
is
looking
blanking
for.
on words.
The bridge.
No worries.
Thank you.
While they're all doing that, Sparky would come over and sit next to Annie, and just kind of give her like a gentle nudge, like, "Do you want to do this?"
Annie's still looking at the photograph that she has. And she still kind of has like that expression that like she's concentrating on something. She knows that she should remember something, but she can't. And she's still really frustrated about that. But as she kind of looks at this boy that's standing next to her in the photo, she takes a deep breath and Her expression kind of smooths out a little bit, and she nods and looks over at Sparky out of the corner of her eye, and she says, yeah, I think we should do this. There's something that I know I should be remembering and I can't, but something tells me that we should be here and do this now.
I'll back you up whatever we do. I just want you to know that everything I've looked up so far, it makes Rip look like a puppy. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying it's going to be the hardest thing we've done.
I feel like it must be worth it.
I hope so.
It'll be worth it.
If it's not, then I'll take you all out for drinks if we survive.
Annie kind of chuckles a little bit and she's like, okay, deal.
So Sparky would get up and just go back to like prepping food and cleaning up.
Okay. Eventually, Daisy will come back to finish her coffee and food. And then Guy was headed towards the bridge, was that right? What about Lagu?
Lagu? Goes to find Seth.
He's also in the mess hall.
Okay.
Very timidly taking food and eating.
Lagu will just be standing there folding their arms until right behind him until he would notice them.
I think he's probably, eating, fixing his plate and sort of eating while he's fixing the plate. Almost like he doesn't get enough food normally. And takes a step back to look around to see what else is around, food-wise, and bumps into you, and nearly drops the plate. It's like a juggling routine. Eventually he grabs the plate and you can hear the fork rattling against the plate because he's shaking.
Good news! What? I think Master Crow is on board with immediately going to find your friend.
That is good news.
Yes, well, enjoy your food.
Thank you. I'm gonna enjoy that and my heart attack.
Now I'm going to go find Sparky and reprimand them. Thank you.
Wait, why?
Lagu just kind of waves their hand, kind of dismissing the question, you don't need to know.
We don't need a reason to punish Sparky.
Seth just sort of flops down at the table and starts eating, and you can just tell he's having the thoughts of just the hell have I gotten myself into?
Should have just let Rip kill me.
Yeah. That's probably a thought that's crossing his mind. Alright, so let's hop over to the bridge with Guy or Seattle and Android.
So has Lagu brought up the harebrained idea to you yet?
I'm sorry, what?
So Lagu suddenly decided that, well, apparently their contract with Tolan is no longer in effect, and they have grown a very large altruistic streak in that they want us to help Seth rescue his friend who is also being held by the cartel.
I said that we would look into helping them at some point, correct?
Lagu has somehow managed to talk Annie and Daisy, I'm not sure who else, into us doing that now rather than later.
And do they pilot the ship?
Nope. And I can't say I'm exactly against the idea myself.
And why is that? What does this person matter so much that after
They're another
one
kid.
job we can't come rescue them?
I don't know why. They're a kid. And from what we've seen of the cartel and what it does to kids, I don't think I would be okay with myself if I walked away from this.
So they are under 18.
Yep. Most likely. To be fair, my idea of a kid is under 30.
At that point,
Interject. If I could get a hearing check from Seattle and Android, and also thank you so much, Michael, for the 2 plot point donation. Of guy keeps hearing a quack of a duck behind their back everywhere they go, but can't find where the quacking is coming from.
I'm rolling hearing.
Hearing.
Okay. Yep, no, guy did not hear that.
23.
Okay. Neither of you hear anything.
Okay, great.
Also, what the fuck is with this duck? Why
Except
is
the
there
quacking.
duck sounds? Why are you playing duck noises?
Are you asking Android that?
Yes, because you're the one who was connected to all the speakers.
I have no information on any kind of duck noises.
Either way, I think this is something we should discuss with all of the crew.
Fine. We can gather together in the mess hall to discuss what we will be doing.
Thank you.
As you finish up that conversation, the camera is going to pan into the air ducts right next to the bridge, where Daisy's sitting cross-legged in the air duct, listening to this whole conversation. She has her tablet out, and there's a big, like, orange-looking button that says override on it, and her finger was, like, hovering over it. And then she didn't push it. And heads back towards the mess hall.
This is why I don't trust her.
But meanwhile, back at the mess hall, everyone, I presume, assembles for the meeting. Okay. Everyone is there. Who wants to go into the pitch, if you will?
Guy gestures to Lagu because Lagu's the one apparently who pitched this.
I propose that we postpone the heist and take a small detour to rescue this poor boy's friend. That's all.
Daisy chimes in with an I agree. Because the whole crew all agreed that we don't want to be bad guys anymore. Everybody's talked about leaving their past behind and, you know, get a new person and all that, and it's kind of time to either stand by that or shut up.
But not rescuing this person that we did not previously know about does not make us a good or bad guy.
Well, there's reason to believe that this person is related to Annie, which makes them family.
Can Annie do one more push to remember anything?
Sure. You can always try. If you're just trying to remember, I'd say education to see if maybe you can grab one tiny little piece of information. Rip had bad station food. He's all out of gold. Oh my god. Okay.
I literally don't remember jack shit. I got a 10.
Yeah. You're not able to remember anything else.
Yeah.
Cartel's got good drugs.
But Daisy, Daisy says, it's if they're Annie's sibling, then they're Annie's family, and Annie is our family, so this person's family.
An android is going to ask, okay, Annie, how are they your family?
Annie opens her mouth and then shuts it again. And she looks at the photo and she kind of tugs at her hair a little bit. And then she looks at Android. And she looks really frustrated and she just says, like, I don't know. I can't remember.
So you do not know how this person is related to you, if they are related to you.
I have a photo of the two of us together. That's all I know. There's a sinking feeling that I should remember this person, and I've been trying my hardest to try and remember anything, and I just can't.
Well, I could take a picture with anybody I wish, and does not mean I'm related to them.
Yeah, I get that, Android. But I don't know, I have this sinking feeling that I should know this person.
So you wish me to postpone this crew's reputation and monetary gain on a sinking feeling of yours?
Annie kind of looks around at all of the people there in the hall. And it kind of makes her more and more agitated the more she looks at each person. And she kind of like, her fingers clench into a fist and then let go, and then clench and let go, as if she's trying to talk herself down a little bit.
Guy speaks up. Well, we already have a crap reputation. Was there a time limit on the ice?
I do not know, but I thought the point of all of this was to repair our reputation.
Listen, Android, I don't give a fuck about our reputation at this point, okay? I understand that we're supposed to do a job, but given the fact that I don't remember a single fucking thing, and this is the only thing that's pulling at me right now and telling me that I should understand what's happening and I don't, I'm gonna put my eggs in that basket. So if you don't want to go on the fucking job that it takes to take this kid back, that's perfectly fine, but I'm gonna do it. So if you guys want to go ahead and do this job, at least let me take the fucking shuttle and I'll do it myself.
So, Android, you suddenly have like a new command coming from another part of your programming that is conflicting with your current logic processors. Would you like to fight that or let it happen?
Fight it?
Okay, then it's going to be a discipline check. The DC is 39.
Oh, Jesus God.
Gab finds device that shoots pies out. My goodness. So,
What?
at some point you're gonna find a pie launcher. But we'll get to that in a bit.
So I have to roll discipline.
Yes.
11.
So yeah, it definitely doesn't 100% override your logic processors. Like you, as the player, can still say, "I really don't want to do this." But do you remember when Daisy gave you that fancy program that let you lie, and I kept having you make those different rolls to see if you noticed something, and you didn't?
Correct.
This is that. So you definitely get the strong urge to say, "Okay, let's just do it," but it's still up to you if you want to go with that or not.
Okay, let's do it. Only because I am afraid my crew will perform some form of... Oh my god, River! What the hell? I'm eating a salad. Calm down. Sorry. Only because I'm afraid my crew will perform some form of, like, coup on me. She's right here. See? Look at her. Right here.
I'm so sorry. It wasn't that. It was the way you dismissively said, "I'm eating a salad." As though that was the most important part of the whole
She
thing.
goes after food.
Oh,
She likes cheese and meat.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
It got me really off guard.
No, there's only feta cheese in there. I don't think you would like feta cheese.
So
I'm sorry, it
for,
also made me think of is the meme of in front of my salad.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
right. Like, oh my god, in front of my salad. Yeah, basically. Basically.
If I could get a sight roll from everybody else to see if you notice anything.
Sure.
River, seriously. Oh my god.
Let's see, we got a 13, a 38,
27.
7.
God, right. Lagu's
I
just
got
all
a
over
nat
this.
20 on that one, so that's a 35.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Okay.
People got eyes in the backs of their heads.
So Riley, or Lagu and Sparky, you notice there's like Andrew like twitches a little bit. Like there's a little bit of like a tick right before she says, "Fine, let's do it." That seems a little out of the ordinary. Annie, because you get a nat 20, you notice the same thing, and you also notice that Daisy looks a little bit tense.
Is Daisy still sitting next to Annie, or have they moved?
No, Daisy has left the mess hall and come back, like during the whole conversation, and then came back before the meeting started.
Android, we wouldn't force a coup on you. Like, we're not going to mutiny.
At this point, I have no reason to believe otherwise. All of you have made a decision outside of me, so what would I think otherwise?
If you want to order me to not go on this mission, I won't go on this mission, Captain. It doesn't mean I'm going to be happy about it.
Certainly, yes, you. I can order you however I wish. However, other members of this crew will not take to my direct orders so kindly.
Lagu will for the right price. That's great. Daisy sort of moves closer to Annie at this point and goes, well, I'm with Annie on this one. Even if we don't, switch gears to go do this and then the other job, I'll go with Annie to take care of this while the rest of you do the thieving.
All of you seem completely. What's the word I want to use? God damn it.
Hellbent?
Thank you. Hellbent on completing this job before we do the other job. So we will do this job before the other job. Any consequences experienced from then on will be yours to consider. But we will go rescue this person, and that is that.
An awkward silence fills the mess hall.
Yeah, no, after a bit of awkward silence, Annie sighs a little bit, and she looks at Android and she's like, I understand that we have a job to do, but I also understand that even though I may not completely understand what's happening, this is something that affects me, and it's something that I should remember, and I can't just let that go. It's not that I don't want to do the job that we're supposed to do. I will absolutely commit myself to that job. But I'm just asking you, Android, please, to be okay with us doing this job first. I promise you, after that, I will go wherever you need me to go, and I'll do whatever you need me to do. But right now, I feel like we need to do this. And I can't explain to you why, and I know that you understand logic best, and I know that I should be able to give you a solid reason as to why I'm asking you this favor, but I can't, and I just need you to trust me.
You will complete the next task to your best performance, because that is our assigned job. So after this next job, you had best give your best performance. But we will go and do what your feelings tell you.
Annie
And
doesn't look like... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh, and your feelings, as ridiculous as they may be, had best be accurate.
Annie doesn't look like she responds too well to Android saying, hey, you're gonna fucking do this. It seems like it makes her a little bit tense, and she doesn't like being spoken to like that, but she doesn't respond to anything that Android says because she already said that she was gonna do it.
Give me the coordinates for this person. That is all. And Android's gonna walk to the cockpit.
Okay.
Guy follows after Android, actually.
Okay.
And signs to her, thank you. I know you don't always get the logic of feelings, but thank you.
There is no logic to this. I'm doing it because my crew seems to find it essential.
It's... If you had the chance to find out something about who you were before all this, would you take it?
Yes, however, it would probably involve me uplinking to some kind of hard drive.
This is the equivalent for Annie.
It seems a lot messier.
Have you seen the human body? It's very
Yes. I do not appreciate it.
Exactly. It's incredibly messy. So this is going to be incredibly messy too.
Great.
Thank you. I
It
know
is fine.
you're not exactly the crew you want.
You are the crew I have. There is no idea of the crew I want. You are the crew I have.
The guy looks actually like really fucking touched by this and like gently pulls Android in for like just the gentlest of hugs.
Android's arms just stay by her side, like, okay. Like,
Guess
not
this
gonna
is
fight
happening
it,
now.
but just like, okay, we're doing this. Cool.
All right.
Also, Jay, screw you for that brave quote. If you had the chance to change your fate, would you?
Literally, I'm listening to Alex say it, and I'm like, are they just gonna go straight for that line?
God damn it.
That's what I was laughing about. I was like, oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I heard you say, if you had the chance, I was like, oh
it
no.
actually, like, I fucking hate that movie so much because I looked like Merida growing up.
Oh, that's
Oh,
That's
bless.
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
I had that hair. It's a pain in the ass.
I can imagine. Sorry.
So,
It's all good.
we're gonna wrap up here soon. So, is there anything else anybody wants to do in preparation along, on the trip?
Yeah, guys,
Technically,
gonna
yes.
Make sure Annie just gets snuck extra like chocolate for the next
Okay.
while.
What about Sparky?
Sparky, as soon as there's a chance, would find a time when Daisy is, like in the mess hall or somewhere else that they can talk with her.
Okay. Also a quick note before I forget again. Android, whenever you go about starting your prep for this mission, you come across a basically it's like a bazooka that shoots pies.
What?
It's probably in the vault. It looks like it was left over from some mission a long time ago.
I found this?
Yes, you did. This is the 2 plot points from Michael.
It's like being on a normal show, but then there's improv elements, and the audience keeps yelling out random stuff, and you're like,
God, I was an improv actor for like 2 years.
right?
Jesus, shut up, Raven. You were there.
Yeah, I remember. You are really good.
Thank
Oh
you.
goodness.
Oh,
I was say we're really good, but you're still doing improv acting. You're
Yep.
really good.
a pie cannon?
Yeah. And we'll say that there's
Any
there's still-
particular flavor? Can I ask that? I'm curious.
whatever flavor you would like. It shoots any pie that is the right size.
Okay.
Napalm pie. Napalm pie.
Agent Orange Pie.
Oh my
Agent
God. Oh,
Orange
okay,
Pie.
that's.
Fucking fight me. Okay. Anyway. I'm American. Anyway.
I don't know if that makes that okay.
It doesn't, because it was never okay.
Yeah. And that's the joke. We'll come back to Sparky and Daisy in one sec. Lagu, anything that you wanted to do?
Nope, Lagu has done their work.
All right. Seth will work with Android on coordinates and things, and then got a thing to do with Annie here after Sparky and Daisy have their conversation. You're able to find Daisy in the mess hall probably at some point by herself.
So Sparky would sit across from her, and just have their hands folded on the table in front of them. Daisy.
Sparky.
Have you been fiddling?
No, I don't know how to play the violin.
Don't fuck with me, Daisy. Have you been messing around with the ship or anyone on it?
Well, yeah. I played, the harmless prank of, stuffed little llama unicorns, and then you had to go all freaking serial killer putting out.
I'm talking about the
Get ahead of
unicorns,
my door.
Daisy. Talking about the captain.
What about the captain?
Have you been messing with her code?
I have not messed with her code.
Kind of really gut feeling on that.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Because out of anyone on the ship, I feel like it's likely to be her, biases aside.
Yeah.
Unless Guy has some weird stuff that he's not sharing.
Yeah, she's
26.
no. It's like why would poor innocent me do that? Is essentially what she's going for.
Mm-hmm. Really? Really? You're making me want to use a D6, Raven. Oh.
Do it.
Gonna say,
Jay,
you
do
sure?
it.
Are you sure?
Yes,
I
use the
never. Okay, I never use these, so I don't want to seem greedy. Yeah,
There
I
you
could
go.
I could hear Raven tip-a-tapping.
Yep. 3.
Fuck off. Wow. Okay.
So close.
So we're
but
locked.
not
We're locked in a
enough.
battle of wits.
Tried.
You can absolutely still be suspicious. but
Oh,
she
I'm
doesn't-
100% still gonna be suspicious, but I have no evidence.
But she gives nothing away. It's just a don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
You're being suspicious. You're being suspicious.
Yeah.
This is the worst play. Yeah, Sparky would just kind of nod and then do one of these like, and then just get up and leave the mess hall.
Okay. Sometime after that, Daisy is going to knock on Annie's door.
Annie seems to take a couple minutes before she does open the door, but eventually she does open the door.
Okay. And she looks like really nervous and anxious. And says, "Can I come in?"
Sally?
Yep.
Wrong way. Oh, you're right. Oh.
Come on.
Adorable.
Oh. Oh.
So cute.
That little square.
What?
Look at that little square.
Judy's child is too cute for words.
There.
That's true.
That one?
I'm completely distracted. I don't know what you were trying to say, Raven.
It's okay. I am too.
Lord of Tears. That's
It's
I
the
love
fine.
how when the
director's
small
thing. I
child
have
or a
his
cat
autograph.
appears, all of us are just like,
Where did you get it from?
Because I ordered the special cut from the director.
Oh. And you bring it here.
Yeah, it's from Scotland, honey. Go to bed. Good night. Mwah. Thank you.
Alright.
Good night.
Cute.
Adorable.
Sorry.
That's fine. That was cute. So yeah, Daisy looks really nervous and kind of anxious, and says, "Can I come in?"
Annie doesn't say anything. She just opens the door wide and kind of steps aside for Daisy to come in.
And Daisy comes in and like just makes sure that you close the door.
Which does, yeah.
And then kind of sits on Annie's bed and is just like, so if I tell you something, promise not to get mad.
Annie doesn't answer right away. She just kind of folds her arms across her chest for a minute. And hesitantly says to Daisy, like, what is it?
You have to promise not to get mad, at least until you hear me out.
Fine. Yes. I promise you at least that.
She kind of just takes a deep breath and goes, okay. And she does like the whole like the two index fingers pushing them together thing, like the nervous. She's like, I may have done something bad. And that's where we're gonna end our session.
No! God damn it, Raven!
So yeah, that's where we're gonna end our session, and then next week for the finale, we'll find out what bad thing Daisy did, and we'll go rescue Liam, hopefully.
Ah!
Oh, this was so much fun. Before we go on a raid, we're gonna go around and say what our favorite part was, where we can find everybody, and all that good stuff. And let's go back around the other direction. So we'll start with Goody. What was your favorite part, and anything that you'd like to share?
My favorite part was the discussion with I just spaced his name. What's his name?
Seth?
No, Tolan. Thank you. Yeah, Tolan.
That's fine.
And just how he kind of puts up with Android, but at the same time, he's like, no, get me someone else. No.
Get me a human.
Yeah.
And yeah. Then the discussion also with Seth, where he was like, oh, hey, help me. And Android was just like, maybe. But yeah.
That was great. All right. Awesome. Next we've got Riley. What was your favorite part? Where can we find you next? And anything else you'd like to share?
Gosh, I really liked just Android being like, well, I don't want a mutiny, so I guess I'll go along with this. And just like, I don't know, it was just, I don't know how to describe it. It was extremely heavy and like powerful. And then also Sparky showing their rougher side and more like badass side. Like
Their absolute protective streak of the crew.
Yeah, so I loved that. You can find me next on Wednesday for Tickfa Files, where I will be playing Jonas. I'll put my website out in the chat, and yeah.
Next we've got Vanessa. What was your favorite part? Where can we find you next? And anything else you can share? Also, happy birthday.
Thank you. My favorite part, I think, was hearing Seth talk about Liam. Because obviously me as a player, I know who Liam is, but Annie does not, despite my many roles to try and get her to remember literally anything. But I very much enjoyed the total anguish of knowing that Liam is coming up, and that sadly he's slipping through my fingers like tiny ripples of sand, and I cannot grasp him firmly yet. So I will be very, very excited next week to see if we finally get to move on to that part of the story. So that was my favorite part. As for me, just like Riley, you can find me next week for Tickfa. That's Wednesday. I will also pop my links in the chat. I have an art Twitter, just in case you want to check my work out there. I also have a Ko-fi page or coffee page, just in case you want to see what's on there as well. My Twitter is usually more for doodles, and then my coffee page is for finished pieces. So if you've been thinking of maybe getting your character drawn, I would certainly love to do that for you and help you imagine what your character looks like. And I will pop those links in the chat.
Fantastic. Next, we'll hop up to Alex. What was your favorite part? Where can we find you next? And
I have two kind of favorite parts. My favorite part that was just absolutely hilarious to me, Lagu trying to be altruistic and failing miserably at coming across as altruistic. It's just like, I'm in it for you. Are you okay? What's wrong with you? Like, Lagu's just like, and the guy's just like, why do you have somebody's number? Why were you trying to pick up men for me? This is weird. You're weird, Lagu.
oh, that's great.
And it fits perfectly with our goddamn crew. It's just such a perfect fit. We're a bunch of weird oddball. But my other big favorite part is I really, really love the relationship that's been like slowly forming between Seattle and the captain. Because he always like checks in with the captain. He always goes and talks to her about stuff and makes sure they're on the same kind of like knowledge of what's going on. And he always calls her captain and stuff. He doesn't call her android. She's captain. And it's just been interesting to see kind of like the fact that Android speaks a little bit differently to Seattle than she does to the others too, especially when they're having one-on-one conversations. She doesn't sass him as much as she does everyone else.
You haven't given her reason to.
I was gonna say.
Yet he's the one who's blown up 2 bombs in his own face.
It's true.
But like face to face, you haven't spoken to Android in a way that would make me sass back, whereas the other characters have.
Some people.
Yeah.
Some people.
It's just been interesting to see that relationship. It comes off as very 2 adults are talking right now. That's how it comes across to me. The adults are talking.
That's fair.
I can tell Jay feels the same way by the look on their face. Just don't leave Seattle around the children for long, otherwise he turns into a child as well.
It's fair.
Dad's not so great about keeping his hand on the steering wheel.
Oh.
You can find me on Twitter, and I will be back here again on Tuesday for the 10-ounce limit of water with Jay and a bunch of other amazing people. And then I will be around on Thursday over on Jay's channel with Econorlax and possibly Dr. Ram as we play Don't Starve Together again. So if you want to come and watch us either be really, really calm and chill and have like deep discussions about things, or screaming our heads off about the hounds, those are our 2 modes.
Easy. That is very fair. Fantastic. Well, last but not least, we've got Jay. What was your favorite part? Where can we find you next? And anything else you'd like to share?
Oh God. I'm just gonna say the whole episode. Like I wasn't here last week due to moving and other things like that, internet. Not only just getting to be here again was really nice, but the way we all approached the same problem with such wildly different like needs and like addressings of it. Watching everyone bully Seth was really fun, aside from Guy. That was something. Yeah, just
Guy apparently
There's-
needs to adopt everyone.
I mean that seems like Guy. It's nice to see everyone's not necessarily true colors, but it's like everyone's bold now. Like everyone's against a wall, so where everything's just coming out of the woodwork. So it's really really interesting to see how these characters are developing. As for me, you can find me next, like Alex said, on Tuesday, which is 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, here on Raven's channel. And you can find me on my own channel with Alex, Econorlax, and possibly some special guests we haven't mentioned yet for Don't Starve Together at 11 a.m. Mountain Time.
My favorite part, the whole thing was pretty much my favorite part too. It was all great. It was so much fun. My favorite part probably was getting to throw in Liam. I've been planning on doing it this season for the entire season. So getting to finally put that piece into play, especially on Vanessa's birthday, so that was also fun. But also,
I hated it, but I loved it.
but I also really loved being able to set up at the very end that last little teaser, which is going to be a huge reveal next week. So, yeah, definitely don't miss the finale next week because so many answers are coming. What, Jay?
I knew it. Oh, I just had a realization. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things answered next week. And probably more questions brought up because of it, which of course we'll address in season 2. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So that was one of my favorite parts, is just being able to end it on that note. And you can find me next Monday producing Fleshmaker's Folly, which I believe is the finale. Might be the penultimate. I'd have to check the schedule, but it's one of those two. It's going to be awesome. And then after that, we've got Empires and Epitaphs as well. And then Tuesday, of course, we've got either the penultimate or the finale of our vampire
Should be penultimate of that.
Yeah. Our season started like in the middle of the week, so the penultimate and finale schedule's a little off as well. It's a little weird. But then the penultimate of Water. So lots of cool stuff coming up. And yeah, thank you again to everybody for playing and creating these wonderful, amazing characters. Thank you to Michael Wayne for the 2 donations. And everybody that watched and hung out with us in chat. Happy birthday again to Vanessa, and we're gonna go on a raid. We're gonna go raid Bella Luna, who's currently playing some Final Fantasy XIV online, which oddly enough is about I'm gonna go do after this. So that's pretty cool. Definitely give her a follow if you're not doing so already. Really cool. I will see you all on Monday. Oh, I was forgetting one thing. Sponsors. Thank you once again to Fundamental RPG, which this game runs on, and Grinding Coffee Company. Go to grindingcoffee.co, use the code RAVYN, like it says there in chat. You can get 13% off your order, and it's that for real, we're rating now. Bye, everybody.